Greedy.
If they care, but do they really know? It's their abilities, it's really know.
Greedy.
We know they really know. It's all for show.
Off the show. They set the world on fire, they let it burn slow. I was screaming the streets. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying to get me some sleep. I'm trying to make it for me. My family struggling for peace. My family needs what they got.
Happy
My family
Tuesday.
My family in the streets. My family.
It's a PSA announcement. They say they care, but they really don't.
Kamikaze twist and turn like Inferno.
This morning, Star, good morning.
And blaming the government.
They say you want freedom, do you really know?
You give them your rights away and then you give them out. Money coming in different ways, but then you go. You
Say you helping these kids and then you close the door. You ain't no better than politicians, you hypocrites. Slam
It's
in.
power to make a change and make a difference.
All this talking you saying and ain't saying much.
If they care, they really know. It's beyond their abilities, they really know. They say they care,
Hey.
we know they really
Good
know.
morning, ladies
It's all
and
a front for show, they do it off the show. They set the world on fire, they let it burn slow. They set the world on fire, they let it burn slow.
Hey.
They let it burn slow. They set the world on fire, they let it burn slow. Your left arm in, you take your
Johnny
left arm
Stern, good
in.
morning.
Right hand in, and then you shake it all about. You do this hokey pokey, then they break you on down.
Down.
That's what
Hey.
it's all about. Hey,
Humpty Dumpty, saddle on wall.
Humpty Dumpty, he had a great fall.
Let's go.
All the king horses and all the king's men.
Queen, please.
Put them back together again. Don't be so basic and practice on your greatness. Life don't work like that, gotta be amazing. I've been down and out, I know what it takes to be on top right now. I know I'm your favorite. This is hip hop,
Yes.
politics and relevance. This ain't J6, but it's an insurrection. I took Jack Smith and Bonnie Willis. Prosecutions to the next level. I got MAGA triggered in the state of shock.
I got him triggered.
In
a world of struggles via Zoom.
He told you to march to the Capitol and he would be there too. Officers died and they wanted to hang Pence too. You said Biden would lose, he beat Trump too. You said you wanted the truth and now you got Zeus. So who's the Marxists and communists and fascists?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. It's showtime. Let's get this show started, all right? You know what time it is. Yes, you can always use my music anytime. That's why it's out there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for asking.
It's like a curse.
It is like a curse.
And I can't escape it.
You can't escape it, all right? But we're going to escape it, ladies and
Deja
gentlemen.
vu.
All right. Good morning, in excess.
It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming, I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta
Let's
take
go!
out.
I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class. You can tell that I made it, look at my grass. Cars in the garage, the tanks full of gas. I play the game so raw, I won't finish last. Sitting in my living room screaming, let's go!
This is how it's supposed to happen when you get your famous.
That algorithm turned me to a maniac. I guess we going viral cause my Zodiac.
I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet.
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin is my bestie. And if they is my ex, that mean they left me. They don't get replies if they text me. I said with my chest
Cause I'm in it.
got a lot of confidence and I'm conceited. Call me the master with a new whip. I'ma take off this spaceship. Here we go.
I'll tell you what, I haven't gone into Zeus's live in a couple of days. That shit was
You had it?
radical. It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off the rails.
It's
Wow.
like deja vu. It's like deja vu. It's like deja vu. It's like deja vu.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, DJ, go ahead and kill the music. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's show. I am your host. I am your pilot. All right, the one that is doing the most out here. All right, so before we get started, let's get some of the housekeeping out of the way. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus. Or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it's quite simple. The first H stands for honest. I'm the most honest person on social media. I promise to tell you nothing but the truth. So help me God, all right? And then the second H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am humble. There's nobody more humble than me on social media. Listen, if I get it wrong, I will be the first to apologize, all right? I really will. And just because your feelings are hurt, it doesn't mean I owe you an apology. Absolutely not. And then the last and final H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. All right. Now, many of you are very familiar with what we do on this side of TikTok, all right, on this side of town. What we do is we hold our friends on the right, especially their leader, Donald J. Trump, accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds, as well as their crimes. And believe you me, there's a lot of dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds and crimes when it comes to the right going on. And we're going to make sure that this is the top of the year. We're going to make sure that we address it and denounce it and shut it down ASAP. All right. And so listen up, you folks on the right, you Trump supporters, you MAGA possessed demons, or as I like to call them now, there's demons on the right, and there's hyenas. I ran into a pack of hyenas yesterday. So there's demons and hyenas. Listen up, you evil individuals. All right. You low lives. You ever seen that movie Lion King? When Mufasa, and they tremble. I realized I got a lot of these Trump supporters triggered. Yeah, the name Zeus, it sends chills down their spine. So if you don't get a chance to, ladies and gentlemen, please watch the movie Lion King and watch how those hyenas, they trembled when Mufasa came around. All right, I think I'm like the Mufasa of TikTok, is what they say, right? Mufasa. Or as I like to say, Zeus. Okay, and so listen up, you Trump supporters, you MAGA possessed demons. I got some bad news for you. If you want to enjoy your breakfast and you want to go on about your day without being upset and angry, do me a huge favor. Pick up your bags, pick up all your belongings, and exit stage left. Because it's about to get hot, and I hope you buckle up. All right, I really do. Good morning, attacking. Nice to see you. All right, but listen up, MAGA. You don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time,
right? Very
simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Yeah.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
I gotta put a caveat to what Trump said. It's became crystal clear that a lot of you Trump supporters aren't able to leave the United States for a variety of reasons. All right, especially the hyenas. You're kind of broke. You gotta stay where you're at, right? But so for those of you who can leave, pack your bag, leave, and go to a country of your choice. North Korea, Russia, or China. You know how it goes. But for those of you, especially you hyenas, you stay your special behinds right where you at and continue to be victims. Victims of Zeus. They're going to be making t-shirts that say, I'm a victim of Zeus really, really soon. All right? And along those lines, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with today's special broadcast. And a lot of people think I want to argue with Trump supporters. No, I don't argue with people who lack the mental fortitude to tell the truth. All right. So where do I want to start this morning at? Where do I want to start? What is that? Trump supporters' reaction when facts, evidence, and logic get in the way of their. Oh yeah, that's a good place. You see how they plug their ears, but they drape themselves with the American flag, and they wear those red hats, don't they? All right. I mean, this is MAGA right here. Right here we go. I got a little bit more. Okay, this didn't come through as good as I would like. Look at Hillary Clinton. She's testifying. Over 11 hours, right? Because they were accusing her of things and chanting, lock her up. And then meanwhile, we got Donald Trump, who's committing obstruction of justice because he's actually guilty of crimes, and those same supporters will call it a witch hunt, right? I mean, this is MAGA, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell. Here we go. Losers and suckers, right? This is the Trump supporters, all right. And so along those lines, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to address something that really, dawned on me yesterday, and I'm going to continue to stick with it. I think Adam Kinzinger was right when he came out with it, but it may have went over a lot of people's heads. All right, so let's get straight to it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get straight into it. What is this right here? Okay, this is a good one, right? I think we all like that one, right? Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about the victimhood mentality. Here we go. Let's go. This is a victimhood mentality. It's a phenomenon that has become increasingly prevalent in our society, especially with MAGA. And it is something that we really do need to address and overcome as a nation if we are really trying to, save democracy. The victimhood mentality is the mindset of perceiving oneself as a perpetual victim, attributing all of one's hardships and challenges to external forces and feelings a sense of hopelessness and entitlement as a result. Examples: endless complaints about the 2020 election, right? How about this? Endless complaints about the economy or the border or even Biden's DOJ, right? This is the victimhood mentality. This mentality is damaging not only to the individual who holds it, but also to the fabric of our society as a whole. When one takes on and adopts a victimhood mentality, they relinquish the power to change their circumstances and take control over their own lives. They become trapped in a cycle of blaming others for their misfortunes. They blame Zeus very, very much, all right? But it's really not Zeus, it's them. Rather than taking responsibility for their actions and seeking solutions to improve the situation. This can lead to a sense of bitterness. How many of you know these Trump supporters? They're bitter, aren't they? Resentment and a lack of personal agency, ultimately hindering their ability to progress and thrive. This is why a lot of these Trump supporters are suffering right now. And I get it. It dawned on me. I'm everything they want to be. Yeah. I represent success to these Trump supporters, and they can't stand it. Moreover, victimhood mentality can foster a culture of entitlement where individuals expect special treatment and accommodations without putting in the necessary effort to take accountability for their own choices. You see me here, ladies and gentlemen, every morning, taking accountability and putting in the good work. And where are these hypocrites and these hyenas? They're somewhere hiding in the dark shadows, right? This erodes the value of hard work, perseverance, self-reliance that are essential for personal and collective success. It is important to recognize that adversity is a natural part of life, and we all face challenges and setbacks at various points. However, we should respond. It's not what happens to us, it's how we respond to these challenges that define us. We can choose to adopt a victimhood mentality and dwell on our misfortunes, or we can choose to confront our challenges with resilience, determination, and a willingness to learn and grow. So how do we combat this victimhood mentality? Well, first of all, you got to tune in every Monday through Friday at 6:30 a.m. and listen to Zeus, all right? That's the first thing, right? Also, start by fostering a culture of empowerment where individuals are encouraged to take ownership of their own lives and destinies. Ladies and gentlemen, I hear Zeus. I do this daily. I empower and I encourage folks. I don't promote victimhood. We also need to promote the values of resilience, self-reliance, and accountability, and provide support and resources to help individuals overcome obstacles, thrive in the face of adversity, and stop blaming others for their misfortunes. We must also, ladies and gentlemen, cultivate empathy and understanding, recognizing that everyone faces struggles, and that compassion and support can make a significant difference in helping others rise above their circumstances. However, this support should be coupled with an emphasis on personal agency and the pursuit of constructive solutions. So, in conclusion, the victimhood mentality that MAGA has is a mindset that limits their potential and undermines their collective well-being and is not the fault of the Democrats, all right? But what we can do, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Promote a culture of empowerment, resilience, and accountability so that we can show them how to break free from those shackles of victimhood and actually be a part of a society where individuals are really truly empowered to take control of their lives, ladies and gentlemen. And on that note, let's get this show started. All right, join me in giving Donald Trump and his supporters, right, our first round of booze and shame. Because we know they have no shame, all right, and we give it to them. But also because they don't want to acknowledge that they're really all victims, for the most part, of Donald Trump's lies and misinformation. And starting from Donald Trump on down to Rudy Giuliani. Let's give them some booze and shame! They don't like me, ladies and gentlemen, because I tell the truth. But guess what? I'd rather tell the truth and be realer than you than to be out here believing lies and misinformation. A lot of these Trump supporters, ladies and gentlemen, we all saw that. I don't know if all of you went there, but yesterday I went and visited into a red space. And I'll say this before we get into today's topics. I went into a red space yesterday, and I did bring the truth, and as I brought the truth, ladies and gentlemen, the MAGA demon was unleashed. All right. There were a couple of interesting points. How many of you are familiar with the Russian bears? All right. This was one piece that came out of it. Right. Let me see if I can get this thing queued up. All right. Hold on. Let me see what we had the Russian bear saying. Apparently, I'm their daddy. All right. Apparently, Zeus is their daddy, all right? Let's see if we can get this thing going.
I love you guys. You know, Zeus, you definitely are. I know what you're doing. I'm on to you, buddy. A, I know you get paid by the DNC. B, I know exactly how much. C, I might make a video of it eventually. But I'll tell you, I know what you're doing. You're gaslighting us. You're trying to get us gaslit. You think that it's bugging us. What's funny is we're all having fun. We're eating you.
Oh, they're eating me.
And you hate it. And guess what? Remember how you dropped me this morning when I came into your live because I said, Trump's gonna be your daddy soon? Can you say daddy, Trump? Just say it one time when you come up here. Say daddy. Oh, daddy. Oh, daddy. Just do it. Please. Will you? Just one time. I don't have anything else to say because, I already told you to fuck off. Anyway, I just want to hear it one time. Just one time.
We're gonna stop right there, Jay Bear. And Jay Bear, this isn't the only instance where you like going around calling.
I'm just saying.
Zeus
And then I
daddy.
started saying it even sexier than that, like I was having an orgasm or something. Sorry, hopefully I.
Oh my god.
And I mean, literally, I was saying it like, you remember that movie? What was that movie where what's her name? She was total, and the one lady, she was totally out of orgasm. Yes. And I was, and when I got off there, all kids were like, whoa.
Show us how you said it. Say it like you said it.
All right, I said, I don't even remember how I even said it, but I just said Trump. Remember this, Zeus. Trump's going to be your dad. Just say it. Just say it once. Oh, Trump's going to be your daddy. And he was like, oh. But I don't remember how I said it. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I know. When I go into every live, they're like, Janae, just do it. And I'm like, do what? They're like, say what you said. And I'm like, no.
Say it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Brother Swerve. What we have going on TikTok. This is definitely the next level of the demon being exercised. These Trump supporters are losing their minds day in and day out. Zeus's daddy. We got Jay Bear moaning on TikTok saying Zeus. Listen, I have nothing going on with Jay Bear, ladies and gentlemen, just to be honest. But this shows you the emotional response that I'm causing them to have because of my pure presence on this app. And all I'm doing is, ladies and gentlemen, bringing the truth. So, Jay Bear, you could keep moaning. Zeus is your daddy, Jay Bear, all you want. You really can. It doesn't. I don't lose any sleep at night. But I want to also encourage you to actually, Jay Bear, get some real professional help, okay? Because you and your hyena friends, including Trick Bait, Trash Bait, you all have something really going on upstairs, and it's not too good. All right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, because we now know yesterday's live, and by the way, this is what I observed. They came to me. I didn't go to them. You get how this works, you hyenas? I don't go to you. You always will come to Zeus. And that's how this relationship will be going forward. I listened to you, but you couldn't comprehend a single thing I said. What a shame. All right, you all spoke like victims, and as far as I'm concerned, I responded like a champion, right? Nothing gives me more joy than to watch those MAGA demons throw away their accounts in the name of somehow giving it to Zeus, right? Keep throwing those accounts away. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving those MAGA demons and those hyenas what they rightfully deserve, all right? Even though they don't want to claim they're MAGA, let's give them what they deserve, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of booze and shame, all right? Keep coming to Zeus, all right? You look good doing it, right? These Trump supporters, they always come into my spaces, all right, and call themselves giving it to me, and at the end of the day, I feel like all they're really doing is showing their rear ends. I mean, they have no class, and they are completely trash. I'm really only talking about the ones that come in here and act like they don't have any home training, okay? And MAGA, you know what, MAGA? You got to own these folks. I've heard some people say, no, Zeus, those aren't MAGA. No, those are MAGA. That's who we see. They're not Democrats. Own your BS. And a lot of people, I hear them saying they're getting triggered about my live right now. Well, listen up.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Bye-bye.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
All right, Donald Trump claims that we're getting onto the topic. Donald Trump claims that he's victimized by American institutions, are part of a carefully plotted scheme that was pulled apart by a psychoanalyst. All right, this is what they said. Michael Bader wrote, ladies and gentlemen, Trump and others on the right have devised a, quote, grievance machine, or victimhood machine that lets them anger their supporters and justify their actions. This guy, Bader, who's been in clinical practice for 40 years, has written several books, explained it as a classic manipulation of the victim mentality. I told you. They got really upset when I referred to them as victims, and so I said, I'm going to keep doing that. There is another darker side to the victim mentality. The belief in one's own victimization is the ultimate rationale for striking out at others without guilt or remorse. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. You want to know what victimhood looks like, ladies and gentlemen?
Hold on. You poke the bear, you're gonna get the bear.
See, it's always about you poking the bear, so now I could be as nasty as I want to be. That's that victimhood stuff. All right, it is like a, quote, get out of jail free card, justifying heinous actions by reframing them as revenge, retaliation, or even a form of twisted self-care because, quote, the right to fight back is now morally justified. And that justification, he said, has a central role in social and political culture discourse, right? When Trump announced his latest presidential run, he did so by telling people he was writing a grievance. Trump, of course, is the, quote, ultimate victim, he said. When announcing his third presidential run, he said, we will be attacked, we will be slandered, we will be persecuted, just as I have been, right? He puts it onto his supporters. He added that turning on Fox News gives a clear example. Talking heads are constantly reminding Americans that they are, quote, victims of ruthless, power-hungry, and uncaring liberal elites. They present to their audience some version of, they want to replace you with immigrants and people of color. They don't care about you. So when Tucker Carlson tells people that evil Democratic elites are ruthlessly trying to replace them, the resulting sense of victimization that he evokes easily becomes a justification for right-wing violence. All right? Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. You know what this means? Once again, we've got more proof that MAGA are nothing but a bunch of victims, and their leader, Donald Trump, is the master victim. And they're being played like a fiddle every single day. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we got to do. Join me in giving the MAGA victims what they truly deserve. Another round of booze and shame. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. You MAGA, you're a bunch of victims. MAGA, own it. You're a bunch of victims. I've never heard so many people be so angry and cry every single day like you. And I gotta say this. Just because you yell when you say it and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of you join one live and yell and sing the same victim song, it doesn't mean you're champions like Zeus. You see, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. All right? I wake up every day and I bring nothing but facts and truth. You can go look it up yourself. You know what they said? Zeus, I read books. Okay, keep reading those books, all right? You're Albert Einstein now, right? You know how to, what does E equal MC squared mean? I mean, since you've read a book, what was the last book you read? Oh, well, I read Clifford, the Big Red Dog. Okay, you genius. You are so intelligent, right? Your mom and your dad definitely are proud of you. All right. Let's go on, ladies and gentlemen, to our next topic. All right, let's go. Oh my God. What in the world just happened? All right. Okay, here we go. This is our next topic, all right? Here we go. Why this billionaire believes Joe Biden owes Donald Trump a big thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the one and only Mark Cuban. Billionaire Mark Cuban believes President Biden owes Donald Trump a big thanks ahead of the 2024 election and amid multiple state efforts to block the former president from the ballot. Cuban went on to Twitter yesterday, and his message, it went viral, all right, focusing on the Colorado and Maine decisions to block the former president based on the insurrection ban in the 14th Amendment. And this is what he said. I wish it was bigger, but you know, they capped my abilities on this app. I wish Biden would come out and say he wants Trump on the ballot, Cuban wrote. Then thank him for the playbook describing how to never leave office and the appreciation of knowing he can't be charged no matter what he does. All right? And Republicans against Trump called this message brilliant. I've been saying this for weeks. Why are so many people unaware that giving Trump immunity gives it to President Biden too? Why don't Trump supporters understand this? If you give Donald Trump presidential immunity, you're giving it to President Biden, right? All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give Donald Trump and his supporters what they deserve. Another round of booze and shame. Because the very thing that they think will save President Trump from being prosecuted is the exact same thing that will keep President Biden in office and ultimately lead to them continuing to suffer even more than they've ever suffered, right? Let's give Donald Trump and his supporters, the victims, another round of booze and shame. You're professional victims. Oh yeah. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, when you see these folks out here in these TikTok streets, always remind them they're not champs, they're victims. All right, and you can hear it when they speak. If you listen to the average Trump supporter when they talk, there's this high pitched frequency that their voice gets to. It gets to one of those octaves. And it's called the victim. It's called the victim octave, right? And it's like it's anger and tears all mixed into one. Misinformation and lack of education. It's a demonic thing that they've learned how to do. All right, trust me, I'm an expert at this and I know it. All right. All right. Speaking of voter fraud, this is an interesting story right here. Trump paid me to find voter fraud. Then he lied after I found the 2020 election wasn't stolen. Now, you know what the Trump supporters are going to do. They're going to plug their ears and cover their eyes because they don't want to hear this. The cries that the 2020 election was stolen due to voter fraud continue with no sign of stopping. But if voter fraud had impacted the 2020 election, it would have already been proven. We all know this. Okay? And this is what it's about. Can a steady diet of lies and innuendo overcome the truth? Well, in November of 2020, former President Donald Trump asserted that voter fraud had altered the outcome of the 2020 presidential election. The day after the election, his campaign hired an expert in voter data to attempt to prove Trump's allegations and put him back in the White House. The expert, who was hired by Trump, is responding. The findings of my company's in-depth analysis are detailed in the depositions taken by the Select Committee to investigate the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol. The transcripts show that the campaign found no evidence of voter fraud sufficient to change the outcome of any election. That message was communicated directly to the White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows. Our findings have also been subpoenaed by Special Counsel Jack Smith's federal investigation and Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis' investigation in Georgia. Those emails and documents show that voter data available to the campaign contained no evidence of large-scale voter fraud based on data mining and fraud analytics. More important, claims of voter fraud made by others were verified as false, including proof of why those claims were disproven. And yet, the cries that the election was stolen and it was lost due to voter fraud continue with no sign of stopping. Whether a stump speech, outrageous lawsuits like the so-called Kraken case filed by Sidney Powell, Rudy Giuliani's lies, or the ongoing misguided efforts of people determined to prove the election was stolen, the constant drumbeat hardens people's hearts and minds to tell the truth about the 2020 elections. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I am talking about. No matter how much information we give MAGA, no matter how many experts tell them the truth, they will always continue to portray themselves as victims, all right? Because that's what they call home. And so because the person that Donald Trump hired has now came out once again and said the data that I was paid to find by Donald Trump came back and proved that there was no widespread evidence of voter fraud that would have changed the outcome of the election, there's only one more thing left to do. Please get those tomatoes out. Please get those booze and shame out. And join me in giving Donald Trump and his MAGA victims what they deserve. Another round of booze and shame. I see there's a lot of people out here that are not happy with Zeus, but you know what? They're going to be upset this morning, and that's exactly what I want them to be. I want them to be in their feelings crying, all right? Because I got some more bad news for you Trump supporters, all right? I really do, all right? I really do. Pumpkin Pie, thank you so much, all right? Where do I want to go next, all right? Here we go. Ex-White House lawyer predicts Donald Trump will lose his presidential immunity case. Uh-oh. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Andy. A former associate White House lawyer in the Trump administration is predicting that former President Donald Trump will lose his presidential immunity appeal in his election interference case. So Special Counsel Jack Smith has a winner on his right. This is what they're saying. It goes to the D.C. Circuit, and then it's common knowledge in the legal community. D.C. Circuit Court is kind of a warm-up act for the Supreme Court. All right? Trump stands accused of 4 felonies related to his attempts to overturn the 2020 presidential election and his role in storming the Capitol on January 6th. And his lawyers have attempted to invoke the presidential immunity claim, claiming that he has absolute immunity from criminal prosecution for actions taken while president. Well, separation of powers principle, constitutional text, and precedent all make it clear that a former president may be prosecuted for criminal acts he committed while in office, including, most critically here, illegal acts to remain in power despite losing an election. Quote, and I think in this instance, the D.C. court is going to act swiftly, and I think they're going to knock down the immunity claim, very swiftly. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we got to give Donald Trump and his supporters, the ultimate victims, another round of booze and shame, because they're going to find out this year. The ball is already dropped. Right, Miss Boss Diva? The ball is dropped. And they're going to see this year that Donald Trump will not get that desired presidential immunity that he's been promising his supporters, all right? Join me in giving these losers another round of booze and shame. All right. We got to get to these boxes, ladies and gentlemen, but we're almost there. This is something I just wanted to let you Trump supporters know. Rudy Giuliani, he's filed Chapter 11, right? He's going broke, and it's nasty out there. I mean, this guy, whatever amount of money he had set aside for his retirement, that's out the window. He can't afford it anymore. So now they're saying Rudy Giuliani is following the footprint or the path of Donald Trump, and he's asking for cash from his subscribers after filing bankruptcy. Fresh off of filing bankruptcy, Donald Trump's former lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, kicked off the new year by demanding greenbacks from his backers. He made a plea to his fan base to pay him a 10 spot yesterday when he launched a new show, America's Mayor Confidential. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, he said on the show, America's Mayor. Then he added, and please send me $10, because you know that times are hard, right? This is it right here. And so I want you Trump supporters to understand this is inevitably what's going to happen to you. All right. You're all going to end up suffering the same fate as Donald Trump. All right. Or those who went to prison because of their behavior on January 6th. And while you're on the internet begging for $10, because that's really the only source of income you might be able to get, because a lot of you probably don't have many other valuable skills left. All right. You've exhausted them. All right. Supporting Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, join me giving Rudy Giuliani a round of booze and shame, because even in the midst of Chapter 11, he has no shame in demanding MAGA send him $10 and subscribe to his lies. Let's give it to him. He might end up as his cellmate, Venus. Can I ask a question? Are there any Trump supporters left in the audience? I don't know. Normally they get tired and weary when they come in here and listen to Zeus. Any Trump supporters out there? I got a serious question to ask. Would any of you Trump supporters like to be Rudy Giuliani's cellmate? By a show of hands. Raise your hands, MAGA. If you would love to be Rudy Giuliani's cellmate, do like this. Pick me, Rudy. Any hands going up? Any MAGA folks out there want to be Rudy Giuliani's cellmate? Jimmy? Anybody? I don't see any hands. Normally they got something to say, huh? Normally you Trump supporters got a lot to say. EMS greetings. None of you want to be? All right, how about this? Any of you want to be Donald Trump's cellmate? Any Trump supporters want to be Donald Trump's cellmate? Raise your hand. I just want to see. Any of you want to be Donald Trump's cellmate? None of you? Wow. That's deep right there. Y'all go so hard for these guys. Y'all go so hard for these guys, and none of you, Janae or Stacy, would. I completely agree. I'm just shocked that none of you Trump supporters are willing to be their cellmates. All right, I'd expect more out of you. I really would. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're rounding the corner, and then we're going to get to opening up those boxes. All right, and hear from those of you who are brave enough to hear the truth. But there's a couple of more things I want to say. First thing I want to remind you is this. This is proof that the DOJ is working. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it came to my knowledge. It came to my knowledge that There are the defendants who have been prosecuted and convicted for their activity, for their behavior on January 6th. They say this is 847 years combined. Let's give the DOJ a round of applause for that. I keep telling you, Trump supporters, the DOJ, they got a lot of time to give. That's one of the things they got an abundance of. They don't mind giving you time in a prison cell that will allow you to reevaluate how you got there. All right? Now, if you're smart, you don't need to go to prison because you can do the math right up here and go, it ain't worth it. But a lot of you, you know, the ones that you, especially the ones that are proud of their 8th grade education, you don't, you got to learn the hard way. All right? And I just want this to be a reminder to all of you. This 847, this can go up to 1,847. It can go to 2,800. It could go to 100,000. It's infinite. The DOJ has no problem sending all of you Trump supporters straight to hell. All right? Jail, that's the pit stop. And if you don't get your souls right, hell. Okay? And that's because that's what democracy and the rule of law is about. You do the crime, you do the time. And it don't matter how many lifetimes it takes for you to learn this lesson. All right? So listen up. Judges overseeing the cases related to the January 6, 2021 Capitol riot have handed down a combined 847 years worth of prison sentences to more than 450 defendants as of the end of 2023. I'm pretty sure when they get done with Donald Trump, that's going to shoot up to well over 1,000 because Donald Trump had 91 felonies, all right? I know all of them aren't with the DOJ, but 2 of those cases are. And I'm pretty confident there's going to be an additional 100 to 150 years added because that's what you do to traitors. Sentences span from a few days to 22 years, according to court filings and the Department of Justice data. All right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I would say let's give them some booze and shame, but I actually don't want to go that route. I want to say join me in giving the DOJ, Biden's crime family, you know, Biden's DOJ, a round of applause. I sleep good at night knowing President Biden and his crime family and the weaponized DOJ, all right, and Hunter Biden's laptop, all right, are all being used at full force to hold Donald Trump and his supporters accountable for their crimes. Oh my God, they don't like me. I know I'm going to hell, but oh well. Oh well. We got to tell the truth and shame the devil, right? All right. Rounding the corner, you know what we got to do? We got to cover what's been going on with those insurrectionists, right? So for those of you, I know this is a sensitive part of the show. You might not like it, and so I'm going to play this, and you know what to do, right?
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
Right. If you're not happy with this live, you think I'm being too mean to MAGA, do me a favor. Just pack your bags and leave. This is not the space to come into my platform and, Zeus, I want to tell you something about your show. If you don't like what I'm talking about, you're more than welcome to leave. If there's something that you feel I've not been honest about, put it in the chat. Please. I'm more than willing to learn because I'm Triple H, right? But as far as I'm concerned, I haven't missed a single thing, all right? And so with that being said, let's talk about this traitor right above my head. East Texas man to face a judge, all right, in connection with the January 6th Capitol riots. A Carthage, Texas man will go before a judge in Washington, D.C. today after waiving his rights for a jury trial in connection with federal charges related to the January 6, 2021 Capitol riot. Alex Harkrider will let Judge Roy C. Lambert in United States Court for District of Columbia decide the case after a bench trial. Look at this traitor. This is what they do. They go onto their social media platforms and they report on themselves. They put themselves in prison and they still haven't figured it out. A lot of these Trump supporters, they don't know how technology works. These folks, ladies and gentlemen, they think because they create dummy accounts, they can't be found. They think because they got multiple cell phones, they can't be found. Excuse you. Maybe you should spend all that energy and take you a course in computer science. Enroll in your nearest community college, all right? And actually learn how this technology works. This isn't the weaponized DOJ. This is your special behind not being able to process how things work in the modern society. Y'all really make it too easy to do this. Hardriker, co-defendant in the case Ryan Taylor Nichols of Longview, had previously pled guilty to obstruction of an official proceeding and aiding and abetting and then assaulting, resisting, or impeding certain officers. And Nichols' sentencing hearing has been set for March 15th. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got another traitor in the midst, all right, who's been arrested and being charged and held accountable for his dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds. This is why I go live every morning. This is really the motivation. All the other stuff is cool, but this is really what grinds my gears. So first things first, join me in giving Alex Hark-Ryder what he deserves. A round of booze and shame. And because he chose to be a vassal of transgression, let's send him off the old-fashioned way.
I'd like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruders. America is and must always be a nation of law and order. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. To those who engaged in the acts of violence and destruction, you do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay.
You do not represent our country with those heinous acts of violence. Intruders, infidels, vassals of transgression. You heard what Donald Trump said. He summoned the National Guards to come pick your special behinds up. He did that. And that's after he set you up. He told you to come to the Capitol and fight like hell just so he could have you put in the back of a paddy wagon. And yet you individuals will send this man every crying dime you got. You will empty out your 401ks. You will tear your families apart just for a chance to smell his dirty diaper. This man wakes up and puts a bird's nest on his head, paints himself orange, and puts on a diaper. And you grown men act like a bunch of flies attracted to horse poop to just get next to him. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You really should. This is embarrassing. And you call yourselves patriots? You're not patriots. You're victims. You're liars. And I got some bad news for you. You do not represent our country like your leaders just said. And you all, look at all those people in the back. All of you will pay. We got your cell phone records. We got your Google searches. Yeah, we got your social media accounts. We got your LinkedIn profiles. Imagine if I were these Trumps. Every single one of you Trump supporters, you got to go to work. If you haven't been caught, especially, you got to go to work every day wondering, is this the day the FBI shows up and arrests me in front of my family and friends? And I've been watching, there's a lot of videos out there on the internet. when they just randomly get the case gets ripe, and then they give the order, go get them. And them black SUVs, the black SUVs that they pull up, the unmarked cars, they show up at your job. You're in the middle of helping a customer or something again. Next thing you know, the FBI shows up, and you know exactly why they there. You try to act surprised. Hey, officer, how are you? Get in the back. And you know exactly why, because your behinds listen to Donald Trump and his lies. You all disgust me. Get some real professional help, all right? You do not represent this country. Ladies and gentlemen. All right. That concludes the first part of the show. It is now time to open up these boxes and hear from those of you who are brave enough to get in the box and tell the truth. And it's like my grandmother says, tell the truth and shame the devil. I know these Trump supporters don't like Zeus. All right, and I don't wake up asking for them to like me. That's far from what this is about. I'm cooking up this truth, and I'm making sure it makes you feel uncomfortable all the way to your core. So you have something to go home wherever you are at and talk to your family and friends about. Yeah, this guy Zeus on TikTok, he is this and that. You wouldn't, yeah. Keep doing that, because eventually that light bulb, whatever is left of it, eventually it'll go off. Bing! Oh my God! Zeus is actually out here doing the Lord's work. Ray, I see you in my comment section, and I appreciate that you've been, engaging in this conversation. But I gotta say this to you, Ray. You know how it works in here. Every MAGA accusation is truly a MAGA confession. And so to everybody that sees these Trump supporters spouting out and ranting and raving in the comments, what they're doing is they're revealing what that inner demon inside of them is saying to them, right? That's that demon. That's that MAGA demon. And a lot of these folks, they have low self-esteem. They're angry individuals. That's why I refer to them as heinous, right? They don't have any real substance to who they are as individuals. Nobody wants to hang out with them. It's dark where they're at. And so when they come into a space like this where there's light, this is their opportunity to be seen, all right? And they're revealing to us what they have going on internally. Listen, I know this because I've dealt with this for quite a while. All right, ladies, brother attacking one of the bad boys.
Well, good morning.
How are you doing, brother attacking?
Just finished eating breakfast.
Oh, okay. Anything good that you had? Was it Frosted Flakes or what did you have?
Just Trump tears with my tea.
Oh my God, they're a bunch of victims, is what I'm hearing.
The thing is this is,
Talk to them.
do you remember when Trump came out on stage and said that he will never lie to them, that he will always tell them the truth?
Is that, did he put his hand on the Bible when he said that? Or was he under oath or were his fingers crossed? I've heard him say stuff like that.
No, I think his finger was up his butt, but that's okay. And the people that we deal with on this app do to you what they do to Trump.
Talk to them.
They lie about what you say. Excuse me. And they lie about what Trump says. They change your words around.
Bingo.
And they turn Trump's words around to make him better than what he is. So that they can feel better about themselves to support somebody. They have to lie to themselves to support somebody like Trump.
Yep.
They have to lie that he didn't say, me and my daughter have sex in common. I've walked into dressing rooms of naked underage teens. Then they have to make up lies about Joe Biden.
Bingo.
So the thing is this. When you have Trump supporters on this app say, I don't like being picked on, as they pick on people, as they use videos of what somebody says, like you or nutty or whatever, and they cry boo-hoo, it just shows a hypocrisy within themselves that, again, they are willing to throw away their ethics and morals, common sense, family values because of one fat orange man. They're literally people here on this app
Right.
that would buy a ticket to watch Trump either essay a woman, essay a child, rob a bank, lie about whatever, unalive people. That's what they would do. They would buy a ticket to the front row to watch Donald Trump destroy America. And that's what they're doing when they send him money. Each and every time. They don't care that Donald Trump has these 91 charges, even though he's the one who says he's done some of these acts. Even though his own words are on TV or in a tweet. Again, they throw everything out. They don't care about what he says. He hasn't done anything to better all of America. That's ALL. He has never shown mass voter fraud. That's MASS. He's never shown you information, proof, documentation to anything.
Bingo.
He just blows smoke up their rear end, makes them feel good because he says, I'm doing this for you.
Bingo.
There are literally parents on this app that don't care that he walked into the dressing rooms while they're naked, or looks at his daughter as a sex object,
Wow.
or cheated on his wife, or paid hookers and porn stars. But yet they're manipulate pictures of Joe Biden, putting a tag on his granddaughter's chest. I've just voted. And they stop it right there, like his hand is on her breast. But yet, Donald Trump on stage in front of thousands of people pats his own daughter on her ass, looks at her up and down like a sex object. But they ignore that.
Bingo. No lies detected.
I don't understand this, but I'm taking up more than 3 minutes. So bring somebody else up who is more important than I am. I am nothing. I am just a little fish in the pond, doing my best to swim along and trying to put forth truth, just like you.
Amen. All right,
Thank
brother
you.
Attacking. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
And I like that video. Oh, daddy. Oh, daddy.
Yeah, they call Zeus daddy now. Isn't that something? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Brother Attacking. One of the bad boys. MAGA. Get it?
What you want, what you want, what you gonna do when sugar don't come for you?
Thank you, Attacking. MAGA. We got the bad boys.
What you gonna do, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Hey. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? When they come for you?
Woo! MAGA, what are you gonna do when these bad boys come for you? All right, because guess what? We got your number. We know your victims, all right? Thank you, Brother Attacking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up our next panelist. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, said, welcome.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing?
I'm all right.
Let me get my earpiece in. Hold on. Usually I have to wait so long because you're so popular.
Oh, well, listen, that's that's humbling for you to say that, but you know, I'm not that popular. I'm just consistent, I should say. I try to be.
It is the truth.
All right.
Is the truth. You know it is. How you doing, my man?
All right, I'm all right.
Well, I'll tell you. Happy New Year, my brother. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
And the beginning of the end is among us.
Oh, speak on it. Go ahead, speak on it.
Donald Trump will start trial in 2 months. 3 months. 3 months. And that means the whole summer, the spring, summer, and fall will be his downfall. It's over with, my brother. He knows it. Everybody knows it. And the thing about it, he's so scared. Oh, he's so scared. He's going off. Did you see what he said at Christmas time? Oh
I
my
did.
God!
Yeah,
He
yeah,
told people to go to hell on Christmas time.
yeah. Woo! He's
It is
terrified.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And all these people that are simping for him, they need. And the thing about it, what I'm thinking is that Jack Smith is not only going after Trump, he's going after some congressmen.
Yeah.
There are going to be some people in
Shay.
Congress. Remember the ones that asked for the pardons? Do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
remember that?
yeah. What would they need pardons for if they're innocent?
If you did nothing wrong, why
Mm,
would you ask for a pardon? And that's what's going to happen.
mm.
No, are there any lies in that, sir?
No, absolutely not. That's what you
Absolutely
call
not.
that's admitting guilt in a way, if you ask me.
Absolutely,
You know.
absolutely. What? So, did you have any New Year's resolutions that you're going to
Oh
adhere
yeah,
to?
yeah. I'm gonna turn the temperature up on MAGA starting this year, and as you can tell, I've gotten off to quite a start, right?
No, but any personal growth? I mean, you're gonna do something in your life that you've never done, like travel
Mm,
or go somewhere.
I can't say that, all right. But I will be getting a little more
But
jiggy with it this year.
in my mind, you have some, right? That's
Oh,
true.
of course, of course.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. That's great.
Personal growth is
Oh,
not
we all
restricted. It's not restricted to the time of the year. That's something I've made a lifelong commitment for. But I get
absolutely,
your
absolutely.
but I get your point. A lot of people have New Year's resolutions. It's been my understanding that a lot of people don't keep those New Year's resolutions. So I just don't even entertain it. Right? If you're serious about what you're doing, get to work.
There are people in this country
Mm-hmm.
that are so down that cult that they said they would rather die
Mm.
than have and then Donald Trump be put in prison. They want to unalive themselves. They want to leave the country.
Yeah.
What is wrong with our country, my man?
The MAGA demon. It's the MAGA demon. I mean, listen, they've thrown their lives away already when they gave them their soul. So it's not even them there anymore. It's just they became vassals of transgression at this point. You got to let them do it. That's why I tell them the ultimate MAGA reward is jail if you don't get your soul right. Your soul right, hell.
Absolutely.
All
I
right.
tell you what, it's always nice talking to you, my brother. I mean, have a happy new year. I'll be following you all throughout the year. The
All
first
right.
trial is March 3rd, people, March 3rd, and it's on like
You mean
popcorn.
March 4th? I think it's
March
March
4th,
4th.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the John
I'm
Judge.
premature.
Yeah, you're getting excited. You're jumping it by a day, and they're saying it could be moved back. But as far as I'm concerned, he's already guilty, right?
People, everybody in the chat, man, tap the screen for my man Zeus. He is probably one of the best on this app. So take care of him, and I want you to have a great new year.
All
Have a
right.
good one, brother.
All right, you two, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
let's
you
give
so
it
much.
up to a brother. Said he said, no lies detected. Ladies and gentlemen, I see that there's some dissension in the comments once again. You know what I've been saying?
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
There you
As
go.
far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
Bingo, you can leave. All right, JD Squirrel, good morning. How are you?
Doing pretty good. How are you this morning? And Happy New Year.
Same to you. Happy New Year. I'm doing great. All right, I'm glad you're here. Uh,
I saw a comment earlier when you were reading us the news,
mm-hmm.
a person talking about this being God's country. That makes it sound like they think of no other country as God's country.
Mm,
But didn't God create the world? So therefore they're all his country.
mm, mm. I mean, you and I know that, right?
Right.
And if let's just go down that path. If this is God's country, what is their role in it? Considering that they're demons, what is their role?
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody talks about how, Satan's the bad guy and everything. I was told a story, and
Mm,
I really believe this. Uh Jesus was the begotten son, meaning he came and lived as a human and all, but
right.
he's still God's son.
Correct.
So is Lucifer.
Mm. You know
He's
about him,
still
huh?
God's son. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the
And,
garden.
and, and the transgression that Lucifer did, it wasn't that he tried to take over heaven. God was talking about how he wanted to have the relationship with us,
Mm-hmm.
but he gave us choice. And what Lucifer was saying, I can guarantee having everybody come back to you by making them have to follow you, taking away freedom of choice.
Yeah.
Now, who's giving us freedom of choice and who's trying to take away freedoms?
Oh, you know who it is. The devil's trying to take away your freedoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now who's that on earth?
Oh, if I were to bet $1 and we were to do this officially, I would definitely say Donald Trump is either the devil himself or right up there. Right up
Yeah,
there. If there was
exactly.
if there was a job description to apply to be the devil, I'm pretty sure Donald Trump could meet a lot of the minimum qualifications.
Yes. Yep. So
Oh my
that
gosh.
that
That is
that's
so
all I
good.
had to say.
Okay, other than that, you're doing okay, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Starting
okay.
tomorrow, I start puppy setting. My sister got a new
Oh,
puppy for Christmas.
oh, what kind of puppy?
It's a lab golden uh mix,
Okay,
and
okay,
she's just
wow.
now 11 weeks old.
Oh, that is so amazing. Puppies are awesome, right?
Yeah.
They really are, right? They really are awesome.
And then of course we have the 4-year-old lab shepherd mix.
Oh, you're good. So you're a bit of a dog whisperer, right? I'm a MAGA whisperer, but maybe you're a
I,
dog
I,
whisperer.
I, I do quite well with the animals. And I
Okay.
tolerate animals a lot better than I do people, and
Hey,
MAGA, not at all.
right? They at least know how to cooperate and comply a lot better than these
Yes,
folks, right?
yes, yes.
All right. Well, listen, Squirrel, I appreciate you having the courage to get in the box this morning. All right.
You have a great day.
Uh-oh. All right, you too. You too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to JD Squirrel, no lies detective. That's interesting, right? Even the dogs know the truth. MAGA, y'all really got to step it up, all right? And I really do mean it. And I saw your comment, Double D. You said you've never seen anyone so obsessed. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I've showed you what it looks like when folks hold Donald Trump accountable, right? You should take a couple of pages out of my book. You should take notes, Double D. All right. This is what it looks like when you're laser focused in making sure the wrong person doesn't end up in the White House. Thank you, Rick, as always. Now, Double D. All right. I want to make sure you keep this in mind. All right. All right, let's see who we have here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have clearly a MAGA demon. Greetings, Bronco.
A MAGA demon? Is that
Mm-hmm.
what I am?
Well, why do you have FJB?
Oh, that's for fruity jelly beans. That's my new company I'm promoting. We're doing the new
Oh, well,
jelly beans. You like jelly beans?
fruity jelly beans. Can I ask you a question? What flavors of fruit do you have?
Oh, all flavors.
What's the number one selling flavor though? Honestly.
The cherry is probably
Wrong,
the
wrong,
selling.
wrong, wrong, wrong. I got you. I got you. You're supposed to say orange.
Yeah, I
You see?
just want to ask you a question, man.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
is it that the people that are against your party or not in your party, why are we considered demons?
Mm. Oh, because you don't. You ever read the Bible? I'm gonna be at. You're a patriot, right? You're a Christian.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so what would happen in the Bible when Jesus ran across those demons?
What demons?
In the Bible.
Okay, what specific demon?
Well, they call them legion. There's many. Sometimes multiple demons take over one individual. You're familiar with that, right? And I actually talked about it a few
Oh,
weeks
dude,
ago
I
about the
asked
story
you a
when
question.
Jesus. Remember when
I
Jesus cast the demons into the
was,
pigs? Hey, Bronco, are you
oh, come
listening?
on. Yeah, I'm listening, but
So remember in the Bible,
you are
Jesus cast.
absolutely ridiculous, brother. I mean, I really feel sorry for you because your whole life revolves around Donald J. Trump, and you are
Wait,
absolutely obsessed, and he consumes your pitiful life, bro.
wait. So
Look
you
at
saying? Wait a
yourself.
second, Bronco. Can I ask you? So
Seriously.
you're saying I'm more obsessed than Donald Trump with Donald Trump than
That's
you?
all you talk about.
I,
I've
I'm.
seen your lives before. That's all you talk about. And your little guys that come on here and agree with you, like this swerving guy, you guys are, that's all you talk about and think about is Donald Trump. and you never, ever say anything about Biden. Ever
But
say anything good about Biden. But you just bash Trump 24/7. Your life is consumed by this man.
Bronco. Okay, I want to get back to the demon part, and then I
No,
want to
forget
ask
the
you.
demon. You call
Okay, well, so
MAGA
did I
demon.
answer your question though? Because you
Why
didn't.
are we demons? What? Don't bring up the Bible or anything like that. Why are we demons?
Well, it's a biblical thing, so you don't
Because
want
we
me to
don't
talk
agree
about the
with
Bible.
you?
Okay,
Is
okay.
that why we're demons? Because we
So
don't
let's go to
agree
the
with
next
you?
question. Would you say I'm more obsessed with Trump than you?
You talk about him 24/7 on your lives.
That was
That's
a yes
all
or
you do.
no. That was a yes or no, Bronco. Am I more obsessed with Trump than you?
Yes, you are.
How so?
I'm not obsessed with the man. You clearly are.
Oh, well, why do you got this FJB thing on your
It's
profile?
for my new company. I'm starting a new jelly bean company, and I'm trying to promote it.
You already
Fruity
filed.
jelly
Did you?
bean.
You got
Look
a
it
tax?
up.
You got a tax ID?
Google it.
Oh, what's the name of the what?
It's got a trademark already.
What's the name
It's
of
in
the
the process.
company? Oh, wait. My
Fruity
apologies.
jelly beans.
What's the website?
FruityJellybeans.com.
Okay, let me go there.
Go for it, bro. Look it up. What do you think FJB
Cannot
stands
find the
for?
server. Are you sure?
What do you think FJB means? You think it's Fruity Jelly Beans, dumb shit? It's exactly what it means. Fuck Joe Biden. That's what it means.
Okay,
Fuck Joe Biden.
Okay, well, let me ask
That's
you this
not Fruity
question.
Jelly Beans. It's fuck Joe Biden.
Okay,
Because the
so
dude has destroyed this fucking country. And
okay,
people like you with this propaganda live shit, it's
okay.
ridiculous. I'm going to probably get banned for 5 days for this, but I don't give a shit.
Well,
I like to expose you Trump humpers that what you are. We're not. You are.
But
All you
why are
do
you so
is,
angry?
I'm not angry.
You sound angry, bro.
Yeah, because you are making a fool of yourself, and you don't even look at it. You don't see it.
Mm.
Do you know
Okay.
how
You feel
stupid
better?
you are?
So do you feel better that you got in here and vented? Because you're not gonna stop a thing.
Okay, I got one more question. You look like you're probably in your mid 40s, late 30s. Okay,
Well,
back in
are you
2000,
gonna turn your camera on so we can see what you look like?
I don't have that option on this phone.
Oh
Anyway,
well. Okay,
I
okay.
wanted to ask you a question. Back in
Yeah, you do
2016,
have that option. You have over 1,000 followers. How many lies can you tell in 3 minutes?
real quick, I'll leave. I'll get some other brainwashed liberal sheep in here for a minute. I just want to ask you one question before I leave. Back in 2016, when Donald Trump was won the presidency, did you cry because
Oh, your time's up.
won, or
Your
did you
time.
cry because Hillary lost?
To answer your question, I didn't cry.
Yeah, you did. You were one of those guys. Oh my gosh, Trump lost.
All right.
Fuck
So, ladies and gentlemen, do we give Bronco? Let's give Bronco what he came to get, ladies and gentlemen. He must have seen me handing out all those booze and shame this morning, and he said, "Well, you gave my dad Trump some booze and shame, so I'm gonna come in and get mine too." Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Bronco what he deserves: some booze and shame. And Bronco, just so we can have this on record, FruityJellybeans.com is it looks like I went to their website and it says this company is chapter 11 is bankrupt. So whether it's a jab at Joe Biden or it's one of your fake companies, one of those fake things, at the end of the day, I must tell you, it too is doomed for failure. All right. And thank you for being able to get in the box and embarrass yourself like that. It really is something. All right. We got some Trump supporters that are very upset today. Good morning, brother Swervin. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Zeus. So I don't know why Bronco felt the need to call me out. I'm clearly more educated and a tad bit smarter than he is. I got more than a great education. So I
Right.
don't know why he saw fit that, oh, you and this swerving guy. But you know what? I've held plenty of lives. I've been in plenty of lives, and I've never seen Bronco come in there. Hey, good morning. Thank you. I've never seen Bronco come in there and say one thing to me. I don't even
Right.
know who he is, but he clearly has swerving derangement syndrome.
Swerving derangement syndrome.
We call that SBS. So Bronco, anytime you want to come for me, you come for me. Don't muddy up Zeus's life with your grievances over me. Okay, and I tell you what, I plan on going live this afternoon. You're more
Oh,
than welcome to come on in there,
go
and
on.
I promise you, you're not gonna run my live. You're not gonna overtalk me.
Oh.
You're gonna sit there. You're gonna shut up. You're gonna be quiet, and you ask me a question. I'm gonna give you the answer that you ain't gonna like. And then when you turn around and try to answer one of my questions with a question, that ain't gonna fly with me either. So anytime you feel like a man, Bronco, you just come on in there and you have a good old conversation with old Swerve.
Oh my God! What do you think got him so upset this morning, Swerve?
Because he's a Trump humper and he knows we're right. He's another one of these bootlicking, sycophantic, taint sniffing suck ups who just, man, they're talking about my daddy again.
Victim.
And
He's a victim.
he'll be another one just like Jay Bear sitting there talking about Trump is your daddy. She really sounded like she was having one when she was saying that.
Yeah, yeah,
She really sounded like she was having one when she was saying that.
yeah. I mean,
So,
there's something wrong up there, right? Wouldn't you say?
oh,
I asked
absolutely.
him. I asked him. I said, "So you're saying I'm more obsessed with Trump than you?" And he actually said, "Yeah." I said, "Wow, it's not like I went to the Capitol."
Yeah, that's bogus. That's bogus. I wasn't at the Capitol either.
Oh my God!
I wasn't at the Capitol. I ain't never been to a Donald Trump rally, but I bet he's been
Never.
to several. Sitting there talking about, I can't believe how much gas I had to spend to get here. Well, that's your own fault. That's called priority, son.
Yeah.
You prioritize Donald Trump over your own family. You'd rather go to one of his rallies, spend your money at one of those rallies, than go and buy the groceries that you need or put gas in your tank. Man, shut
Right.
up.
Tell him, Swerve.
You can completely miss me with that garbage. They so full of crap, it ain't even funny. It's coming
Yeah.
out of their ears, just like it did with Uzi Giuliani, who now is one of the brokest bastards in the country.
Right. Right. I hope you're
But
listening, Bronco.
oh, Bronco don't have the stones. He definitely don't have the stones. And
Yeah.
he'll be the first one to jump into my live talking about, I'm a pure blood. Joe Biden shut down the pipeline.
He won't come.
Benghazi, Bald Eagle, America, Hunter Biden's laptop. Get up off the top.
Tell him, Swerve.
I
Told you.
promise you he ain't got the stones to come for me. I mean, he just tried, but it fell
Yeah.
way short.
Yeah.
Just like Donald Trump in the 2020 election.
They know they're going to lose this year. I mean, you could hear defeat all in his voice. You can
Oh,
just hear it.
he was a defeated man from the get.
Yeah.
He was a defeated man from when he was born. Let's be real.
Bingo. Bingo.
But
No lies detected.
Zeus, I want to take up a couple more minutes to give a PSA announcement if I could.
Go for it.
So it's been brought to my attention, and I kind of knew this was going on. Several people out there, they're faking my accounts,
Oh.
right? And I made an announcement a couple days ago that I use this account to collect for charity. And Swervin91, that's my picture. That's actually me. Okay. Anytime you see me on this account, the gifts that I receive, they go straight to the Ohio Food Bank. I usually wait about every 3 to 4 months and I download the money from here. I send it to my bank. Then I get a certified check and I take it to the Ohio Food Bank. Okay. So I've been doing that for the 4+ years that I've been on TikTok.
Okay.
November, I was able to, or a couple days after Thanksgiving, I was able to download about $600, and I took that over to the Ohio Food Bank a couple days before Christmas.
Thank you.
Right.
Good. Good. I love it.
So if you see me on this account, any coins that I receive from this account, I don't recycle the coins. I'm not a big gifter on TikTok, or I never have been. And my wife and I don't need the money, so we just download it and take it to the Ohio Food Bank. Since
All
I've
right.
been doing that, I think I've given them. Oh man, I don't have any of the records in front of me. I
Yeah.
don't even think I have the records. I just
Yeah.
got them checked, but some like $3,900 or $4,900 I've been able
Oh,
to give to the Ohio Food Bank.
awesome.
So I do want to thank those gifters and all those folks who give me those coins and stuff, and I'm sure the Ohio Food Bank appreciates it. But
Awesome.
remember, it's only on this account, Swervin91. Okay, so
Bingo.
if you see me on another account, like I have Swervin73, don't bother gifting me. Gift the host or gift the other panelists. Don't worry about me. But if you see me on this account, that's what I do. Okay,
Bingo.
so I just want to get that PSA announcement out
Well, that's
there.
good, and
And
thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Anybody that's doing, real work out there, it's always good to shout that out. While we do bring the entertainment and politics, I think that's an important aspect to keep in mind, right? The
oh,
charitable.
absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, they appreciate it. And when I take them to check, I usually stay there and volunteer for the rest of the day because I get over there early in the morning just as they're opening up. And it's pretty good to talk with some of the folks who are working there because some of those folks who are working there, they're actually houseless people, and they're trying to do their part to work themselves back into society and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, I'll volunteer. You ain't got to pay me nothing. I'm fine.
Gosh,
And
that's amazing.
I can't work it like I used to because of my hands, but I can still get in a forklift and move pallets and stuff like that. So
All
it's a
right.
good day. It's always a good day when I go over there. Just treated with the most utmost dignity and respect, and so many thank yous and stuff like that. One year, I think it was 2 years ago, they did like a little luncheon, and
Okay.
they honored me because of the money that I had given them. I mean, it wasn't an honor. They just
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
leaders there. He just kind of stood up and gave a toast to me and said, "I want to thank this guy. His name is
Yeah.
different, but he goes by Swervin." And some of them actually knew who I was. Man, it was very, very cool. I got to be honest with you,
All right. Well,
very cool. So,
I appreciate you letting us know. It's always a beautiful and amazing thing when we hear about regular Americans doing things like that out of their kindness of their heart. I mean, that's really what this is about, if you ask me. And so,
yeah,
thank you for letting us know, bro.
yeah, and it helps them out, and they appreciate it. And I'm sure the houseless people who actually need that food, and those soup kitchens open out there, I'm sure they appreciate it also. So thank you to everyone who helps me out with that.
All
But
right.
listen, let me go ahead and get out of here.
All right.
Bronco, you're a piece of crap. And if you ever want to come for me, I'll be live later this afternoon.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Bronco. All right, ladies and
So
gentlemen,
come
let's
on
give
in.
it
Let's
up.
see if you got the stones.
All
Zeus,
right.
you get back to the managing the affairs of the kingdom. To all my friends and family down in the chat, I love you guys. Y'all have a great day, and doggone it, have fun while you're doing it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Brother Swerving. No lies detected. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on. No lies detected. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Well, we're having some technical difficulties. All right. I'm so sorry, Brother Swerving. All right. We're having some technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. All right. There we go. That's the bad boy. All right, sorry it was delayed. That was a bad boy. Woo, Bronco! Get those beat bags ready. Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad MAGA. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Thank you, Brother Swerve. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, what an interesting show. All right, what an interesting show. All right, well, I guess that didn't work. Let's bring up our next panelist. Good morning, the beautiful Shay.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, Shay. How are you?
Oh my goodness. I'm okay, my friend. How are you?
I'm all right. Another day in the kingdom, tending to the affairs as usual. All right, I'm doing great.
Yes. You're
Yes.
doing great. You're
Yeah.
doing great. Here's the thing. There's these idiots like Bronco and so many of them, and what was said to you last night and that
Mm.
stupid live. It was it. People have their content, and it's fucking TikTok. People, excuse my French, you can ring me.
Oh my God, I got that. But
It's
keep.
TikTok. It's TikTok. And for you to get butthurt on what someone does on their platform when you have every option in the world to block them shows everything who you are. It shows that you have a victim mentality. And that's why you support Trump. Because he told you you're a victim. He told you he's going to help you win. He told you you're going to be great again. He told you you're going to survive. You're going to be this. You're going to be that. And that's the truth. When you come in here and you say, oh, you're so obsessed with Trump. All you do is talk about Trump. Well, so? How's that a and the fact that you hate that he's talking about Trump is you hate that he's telling people and educating people about how horrible this man is. You hate it. You know the old phrase, hit dogs holler? Boy,
Bingo.
you must have run Bronco straight over with your big old semi truck. that boy got so hurt, he's up here like, oh, why are you talking about my own Jesus like this?
Oh my God, Shay, get him. No lies detected.
I mean, I sit here and go, guys, it's a platform. Everybody has their things. Everybody has their angles. It's your choice. It doesn't make that person wrong or right. And if you don't like it, you can leave. Or you
Bingo.
can block. Or you can whatever. But getting in here and whining at a creator shows who you are.
Yeah.
That victim mentality, that small mentality, that bullying aspect. And let me just say what happened to you yesterday when all the black conservatives decided to get up there and start calling you the N-word.
That's what they did.
Yep. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're talking about, the MAGA racism. On that side.
Yeah, they did.
It was so evident of what we were talking about. Even Snuggles got it. He actually,
it came from, and let me make sure I pause this. You got to understand, like you said, hit dogs holler. Those individuals are really suffering inside. Because what they say, it has no impact on my day-to-day life. They have no clue who I am. But for them to get on the internet and openly reveal how disgusting they are inside like that, it just speaks volumes, all right? And it lets me know I'm doing the right thing over here, telling the truth and shaming the devil. I didn't want to cut you off, but I wanted to address that.
No, please do, because...
And you're right, Snuggles did do something that I didn't expect. He did speak against it during that conversation. I thought that was mighty big of him. He didn't have to, but it shows that, you know what, there is some hope out there. And so we're not going to let a few bad apples spoil the bunch, as they say.
No, absolutely. But when we're talking about that, that's what we're talking about. They speak absolutely bullies. They absolutely think that they can control everybody, tell everybody how to live their lives, and they promote such hatred and vileness, and that's what we're talking about. That's coming from that side. Now, I'm not saying there aren't, hateful people on the left. Of course there are. There's hateful people everywhere. But we find it there most substantially. And I don't believe every MAGA is racist. That said that yesterday. I have MAGA in my family. I think when we talk about MAGA, we're talking about diehard Trump supporters. We're not talking about people that would just vote for a conservative. My family is that. Even though they voted for Trump, they're not going to vote conservative. They're not racist. But they're not also willing to vote on the other side. They're not willing to hear that. They're not willing to listen. They're convinced. They're convinced that the alternative is worse, right?
Yeah.
And
Bingo.
That's where it comes from, and they're not willing to outsee that at all. And whatever, it's their right to vote, and they can vote how they want to. I mean, it's okay, but
right.
That's it, and that's what we're talking about. And So yeah. So anyway, you showed who you were yesterday, sir. You're a man of honor and integrity and
You're
strength,
right.
and you keep doing what you're doing. It's making
Thank you.
people hurt, and you're hurting them right into booty, and
Hey!
they don't like it.
Yeah, they
Anyway,
don't like it, but we're gonna bring it this year, all right? Because
yeah,
this
we
this is
have
the
to.
end of this is
We
the
have
this
to.
is the this is the end of MAGA, and we're making sure we see it all the way through. And they're gonna throw a lot of nasty things at me, but you know what? They won't stop what's coming, which is the inevitable truth.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody in the
All right,
kingdom.
all right,
Love you,
all right,
man. Hang
all
in
right.
there.
Love you too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful Shay, right? You know, she's a bad mamma jamma. Thank you, Shay. Get it to him, Shay. Hey, let's go. Go ahead with your bad self, Shay. I appreciate what you do.
Look at her. She's a bad mamma jamma.
Hey, hey.
Just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad mamma jamma.
All the love in the kingdom.
Just as fine as she can be. Her body measurements are perfect in every dimension.
Hey.
Figure that's shown up in attention. She born with true emotion, beautiful sight to see.
Get him.
I get so excited, you're her enemy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. You see, we don't let those evil individuals get to us. All right, we keep it A1 over here, and that's what this is about. It's really all about love at the end of the day. Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
All
Yeah, I
right,
just want to
Snuff.
wish everybody in the comments section a happy new year. And listen, you continue to show strength, Zeus, after last night's live, and you continue to show people how to just move forward no matter what. And that's why you inspire me as a friend.
Thank you.
Before all this politics, we really did a lot together. And I just want to thank you, man. And may this new year be great. And I don't know why you didn't tell that one guy the New Year's resolution that you're going to come here and bring me my steaks, right?
Oh well, no,
I mean, that
absolutely.
wasn't that the you'll fly out here,
Absolutely
buy me
not.
my steaks.
But listen, before we get to the stakes, what would you say that it was the lesson we learned yesterday in that live? Right? I mean,
Oh yeah, the lesson really, honestly, from what I've been through the last couple of weeks, and apologizing from some of the stuff that I've said, um, racism can't be fixed, and that's unfortunate. I wish that it could be fixed. I wish there could be some kind of unity, but I just don't feel. After last night, I was
but,
shocked.
but
Uh,
what about your belief, your position, right? What about you?
I
What
can't fix it. I mean, I can't fix getting unity or helping getting that together. And I
Well,
was kind of
you
shocked.
did. I'm gonna say this: you did speak against it, which was kind of shocking.
Absolutely,
So there is
absolutely.
to me, there is something that you can do, and I'm just gonna encourage you to keep doing it. All
Yeah,
right.
that's exactly right. There's no, I'm just going to continue forward, keep the friends that I have, and honestly, keep Donald Trump for 2024.
Okay, that's enough of
Hey,
that.
Democrats, get those knee pads.
Okay, all right. Sorry, right there. Ladies and gentlemen, pay him absolutely zero attention. That guy, he's losing it, all right. But he's not the worst. Okay, there's a lot worse than him. He's just trying to be Zeus, all right, and that's kind of the issue with that individual. All right, let's bring up our next panelist. Oh my God, I won't be able to get to everyone because I do got to wrap it up, but I gotta talk to my girl, Miss Boldie.
Yes, hello,
All
Happy
right,
New Year once
Hap-
again, friend.
all right. Happy New Year.
Looks like you've been starting it off with a bang.
Oh yeah. I learned from
On
the
the good
best.
foot, on the right foot, right?
I learned from the best. Straight facts. All right.
All
Yes,
right,
yes.
straight facts. What's up, bestie? Yeah, I tell you the truth. It was really interesting yesterday on so many different levels. I did witness. My daughter and I, we were just kicking back and listening to the hyenas and the bears and everybody else just getting in,
Yeah.
with all the insults and
Yeah.
all of that. And
They wanted to turn it into town business, didn't they?
yeah, they
They
really
they,
did.
they wanted to go there, but I had to
They was
sit.
getting hyphy. Let's
Yeah.
just put it that way.
I said I had to think for my second. I said, wait a second. Oh, they gonna turn me back into the old me. I had to. You know what? Y'all go ahead and show your rear ends. Y'all won. They won that one. They won
Yeah.
that one. When it came to showing who's who and who's willing to act a fool, they could always win.
Yeah, see, their thing is the more insulting that they can be, they think they win on that level. You know what I mean? Just like when they come in and they, use the N word with the hard ER and, call Rig boy and stolen valor and blah, blah, blah. These hurling those insults do nothing but reduce you down as a human. It just makes you more and more into morphing into an animal. You're
Yeah.
not even considered, a human at this
Yeah.
point. It's
It,
just I don't know, MAGA. Y'all gonna definitely tap out. And by the time this year is over, y'all gonna
they really will. We already got them tapping out.
yeah, they gonna tap out, man. And I mean, when it's all said and done, it's all over.
You're right, Gina.
They gonna be talking about y'all for like 30, 40 years down the road and studying each one of you, the bat crap crazy components of your thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was some mental stuff going on yesterday. I mean, like the MAGA demon had seemed like everybody that was on the right to come out and be,
Well,
just as nasty as they want to be.
And that's why I woke up and I said, well, what was evident is they came to Zeus, right? I didn't go to them. They came to me. And I said, that shows you who has the power. I have power over them.
But they usually do. They usually do come to you. I mean, how many times do you go looking for it? If you go in that space and you just enter in the chat, you don't.
I've been waiting to get him. I've been waiting to share him.
But you don't necessarily want to go on the panel, right? You just kind of like chill in the chat, say what's up, whatever, speak your piece, and you might not want to participate verbally. Yeah. You know what I mean? But they want to pull you in and reel you in and press your buttons and, talk bad on you and all of that. That's why I have fun. I had fun with Tricky Dicky the other night.
Click babes. Yeah.
It was funny. It was fun. They do have a sense of humor, so I would give it to them on that.
Yeah,
I heard from the best laughs of my life.
That was a 4-hour roasting session. I said,
it really was. He did not. He was just there for the ride, and it was very commendable. Tricky Dicky, that was very commendable.
he's a tough one, right? I mean,
yeah, he is. They can be some resilient ones out there, for real. They really do stand to with their feet to the fire.
They love Trump that much, huh?
They love him that much, and it's wild. It's wild. I mean, this one young lady we had on the panel last night blew my mind. Zeus blew my mind, and would have blew yours too. Would have straight blew yours too, because she was one of those rare ones.
Oh,
absolute rare that you don't interact with too much. I mean, the really wacky ones. Yeah, absolutely.
She was fully transfixed by the MAGA demon.
Absolutely, like Jim, Jim Jones and his following. It was just
Good
like
morning.
that. I mean, he's the second coming and all of that stuff. It was weird. But anyway, I heard my bill.
All right.
Love you, Zeus. I see
love you too, and I appreciate all you do.
You take care. You stay safe in these TikTok streets.
All right, I will. All right, and thank you so much, ladies and
welcome,
gentlemen.
sweetie.
All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to Miss Boss Diva, another heavy hitter. She's a heavy hitter. All right. Thank you, Miss Boss Diva. Get it to Miss Boss Diva. That's right, Miss Boss Diva. Keep serving it to 'em. Hey, all right, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get able to get all of you, all right, because I got to get up out of here. But listen, this was a special broadcast, and I love each and every single one of you. Good morning, Andy. You
Good
made
morning,
it.
Zeus.
You made it. I'm honored to have you here. Good
It's been
morning.
a while. I'm sorry.
I know you always come in and you're probably in the comments, but it's always an honor that you come in and you share with us your views and your perspective. So I really do appreciate this.
I just wanted to make sure that nobody forgot that today is the day they're dropping Epstein's list.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Yes. And rumor has it RFK Jr.'s on it, so we'll see.
RFK Jr.'s on there?
That's what's on the TikTok streets, but we'll see this afternoon.
Wow. Oh, it's dropping
So
today.
yes. So I just wanted to make sure you remembered and you knew, and I'm gonna drop and yield the
Okay.
rest of my time.
Okay. All right, Andy, thank you so much, and I appreciate it. And thank you again. I really do appreciate it. All right.
Love y'all. Bye.
Love you too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to Andy. Ange, wow, Ange, are you there, Ange? I gotta make sure we plug what you're doing. Ange, I wanted you to come up here, and yesterday I was in DJ's live. Shout out to DJ. And at least, can you at least say what you were telling me about men over talking women on TikTok? I think that's something that I want to, if you can, make sure we get out here and help make sure people are more conscious of. And Andy was in that conversation, so Andy, you reminded me uh, of that. All right, and if you can, please do send Zeus a guest request. All right, and make sure we plug that in the morning show. Good morning, Venus. How are you doing? All right.
Good morning, Joe.
My girl Venus. How are you doing?
Fine, fine, fine.
All
I
right, they're
just
boys.
got something to say.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Statistically, there are more women than men in the United States.
Okay.
And more educated women are in Congress now. So,
Yeah.
what's going to happen when women start running this country? I mean,
Tell them, Venus.
they're not going to put up with it. And we need to put some common sense back into this country.
I agree.
Because white men have been controlling this country since the beginning of time. And look where we are at. You know,
Speak on it. Speak on
our
it, Venus.
props go out to Shay, Miss Boss Diva, and all them beautiful women out here speaking up for everybody's rights.
Amen.
I love you all, and I just want to tell you, MAGA demons, and I'm using you as an excuse, Zeus.
Go for it.
Get them knee pads ready! I'm out.
Oh
There's my time. I'm out. I love you, Zeus.
I love you too. I love you too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for the beautiful Venus. Bronco, I did see you sneak back up in here, Bronco. I really do hope you're listening to why we call you the demon, all right? Because there's some truth in this, and you're gonna be triggered, all right? And I want you to be triggered, all right? I really do. Because that's part of the healing and the learning process. All right, we got a few more, then we're up and away, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Good morning, Brooklyn.
Oh, hey.
Hey, how are you?
Happy New Year
Happy
to the
New
most handsome, to the most honest,
Thank you.
and the most humble.
Humble. Thank you. That means a lot, Kitty, coming from you. All right, Brooklyn. It really does. Yeah, I'm living rent free in this head. All right.
You know the crazy part about it is,
What's
it
that?
seemed like Snuggles and Little Puff Puff and all. It seemed like they're all getting a change of heart. It's like it's insane.
What do you mean by that?
It's like they now want to extend the olive branch. They want to be friends. They want to kumbaya, and it's like I don't buy it. Like it's mind blowing.
Well,
and then to find out that Bushmaster, I think his name is, admitted that he was a Vietnam vet who tried to join the the 3%ers, but couldn't join the 3%ers because
Wow.
he couldn't live up to the meetings and stuff that he
Really?
had to.
Really?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's not like he said, well, I didn't want to do it because I found out who they are, and
Right.
me being a veteran and I took the oath to the Constitution and the country. His thing was like, no, is that I wouldn't be able to meet the meetings.
Oh wow! I'm not shocked. When you talk to a lot of these individuals, I don't know what that was. When you talk to a lot of these individuals, April, you said he's not Vietnam. He's only in his 40s. Okay, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
it's a different tour of duty. Then maybe I don't know,
I
but
don't know, but
it's
I was
never
shocked.
it's always a surprise, when you find out what people really are underneath, those profiles. But to be fair, I don't know that to be true, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't want to put anything on anyone like that. But it is something that you got to keep in mind that when you're interacting with folks on this app, you just never know what organizations they may be affiliated with, triggering
Hmm.
them, right?
Yeah, it was just shocking to me.
Yeah.
I think he said it on Oil's Live because it was a bunch of us there that night. But I
Mm.
understand, unless you heard it, you can't verify it. But I just wanted to wish you a happy New Year's.
Okay, and same to you, all right? And I appreciate all that you do. Keep coming in and telling the truth and shaming the devil, all right?
Not a problem. Have a good
All
day,
right, stay
everybody.
safe out there in those TikTok streets. I really do. Okay, it's getting murky out there, but we got to tell the truth and shame the devil.
All right,
All
take
right.
care, everybody.
All right, ladies and
If
gentlemen, let's
if
give
you
it
can
up.
just drop me, please,
I will,
because
all right, I will. Let's
okay.
give it up to Brooklyn Kitty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Oh my God, a beautiful sister, Keisha. Let's go, another heavy hitter.
Hey, Zeus.
Hey, how are you doing?
I got a little cold. Got a little cold.
Oh, okay, no, okay. We work with it. We work with it. You know how this go.
Listen, I wasn't gonna come up because I'm a little upset because my team lost last night
Oh.
to Nutty's team. I'm gonna
I'm not gonna.
block him in case
Okay,
he
yeah.
tries to call me. But I was sitting back listening. Who mistreated you?
Well, they shall forever remain nameless. How about that? And they tried to. Let's put it that way, but they failed miserably. They really did.
And they
What they
called you out your name.
Well, they tried to, but I come from my mom always says it's not what they call you, it's
It's
what you
what you answer to.
bingo.
So you know what you know
They
what's
know
on your
you
you know
they
what's
know
on your birth certificate.
bingo.
That's why
See,
I don't know why you don't let people upset you. Just like I let little ugly clickbait upset me yesterday. And I said I was gonna talk about him every day
oh,
until I got tired.
mm.
But I'm not gonna even talk about how ugly clickbait is, because he can't help that. That's something he was born with, and it's something he gonna surely die with. So
Ooh.
that ugly listen,
Mm.
Ajax nor Clorox can get that ugly off clickbait, okay? So
Oh
we
my
just gonna have to
God.
deal. As long as he don't turn his camera on nobody's live, I believe we can get through a life with clickbait.
Yeah, I completely agree. But why do you think they keep coming to the kingdom and listening to us if they're so angry and upset?
They like it over here, Zeus.
Mm.
Even though they don't like what we're saying, we say it calmly.
Mm.
We say it, correctly.
Amen.
I can speak correct English when I feel like it, and when I don't want to, I don't. But
Mm.
trust and believe I can speak correct
Bing,
English. Um,
bingo.
but it's fun over here. We laugh, we joke. We don't get all up in arms, and we don't,
Mm-mm.
talk about each other, and we're not calling each other out of our names when we have a
No.
disagreement. So they like it over here because it's a calm, cool, pleasurable place. And
Ooh,
that's why they
pleasure.
come to us. That's why.
Pleasure. Tell them, Takesha.
That,
Pleasure. They
that,
they
that's why
that's
they
some
come
they
to us.
some, they don't know what pleasure's like over there, huh? Suffering.
Right. Because they always, I don't know, they just act so crazy in them other lives. That's why when I see them, I just do like, I just pass on by Zeus.
Mm.
I don't even stop.
There you go.
Because time you pass by them, they hollering and yelling and talking about people. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to engage in this type of foolishness. And now it's 2024, and platforms need to change.
Bingo.
You can disagree with people without calling them out of their names, or calling them racist names, or attacking them. We on different sides of the aisle. Let me speak what I know, you speak what you know. At the end of the day, we can agree to disagree.
Right.
Why we gotta be with all the name calling and all that foolishness? Like, I don't know who Bronco is.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
he
don't
need to
either.
go back to the rodeo and saddle up, because he sounded like he either had a mouthful of snuff or an empty mouth with no teeth. He sounded horrible. He don't need to talk about nobody. He don't need to get in nobody's box. The only thing he need to get in is the dentist chair to find out why he ain't got no teeth. Because he sounds like a man that's mouth bare than a baby's butt when it's born. And Bronco, go away and don't come back.
That's a blistering rebuke for you, Bronco, and that's feedback. It's a gift if you treat it that way. Go work on yourself and get a new profile picture. Seriously.
That's why he won't show his face, because he ain't got no teeth.
Just lied the whole time. He lied at least 20 times in 3 minutes. I said,
He
wow.
Yeah, he a liarholic. Yeah, he a liarholic. He need to go to LLL, Liars Anonymous.
Oh my gosh.
And do something about that.
Yeah,
He a
yeah.
liarholic.
Addicted to lying. I didn't know this was a thing. Yeah,
Oh,
fruity
absolutely.
jelly beans, Rick, right? I mean, that's clever.
I mean, really.
And their jokes, Zeus, it's not a real website, you nitwit. Well,
Like, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like you really thought that means a jelly bean company.
Yeah, right.
Come on, man.
And he really thought I went and looked it up. I mean, that's what these folks do.
That's what they do, Zeus. They think you have no sense.
Yeah. In the live, I said spell. What did I say? Spell concede. What was it? They started it off with a K. And right, they spelled concede with a K. And I said, really? And I said, I'm done. Oh, it was a joke. First of all, your minds don't allow you to tell high-level jokes like that, MAGA.
Correct.
You really thought, but this is the same individual claiming he reads books all day long. Cut it out.
In my opinion, it probably stand for funky juicy butt. Trump. That's why he got it on his page. It stand for Trump, funky juicy butt.
Funky juicy. That's a good name. That's a good name for him, Takesha. That really.
Yeah, that's Trump. Leaky cheeks.
Yeah, they gonna smell that diaper one day.
They smelling it now. That's what got them so addicted to him. It's the aroma. They love that smell. They like that aroma. We like the smell of coffee. They like the smell of Trump. And that's what got them addicted, child.
Something's wrong with them.
He ain't caffeine, Zeus. He ain't caffeine.
Yeah. That's sad. That's sad, Takesha, but you spot on and you right.
Absolutely. Well, I'm finna go blow my nose.
Okay, but listen, thank you so much for having the courage and conviction to get in the box and tell the truth and shame the devil.
You're welcome, sweetie. Keep your head up. You know we love you.
Oh, no, I know. My head is up and it's up high. I appreciate all the love today. I really do. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Let's give Takesha a round of applause. Hey! Another heavy hitter.
She's a bad man.
Hey!
Just as fine.
Thank you, Takesha.
She's a bad man.
Hey!
Just as fine as she can be.
Let's go, all right? All right, one more, ladies and gentlemen, and then we gotta get up out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I can do one more, then I really do gotta run. If I didn't get to you, I do terribly apologize. Good morning, Southern Lib. How are you?
Good morning, Zeus and Kingdom. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful.
All
So
right.
I wanted to just come up and make a comment about because I was in that live for just a small amount of time. I didn't catch the real bad part there, name calling, but the ladies said that you come up in there and disrespect them.
Oh.
You disrespect all those women on the panel.
That's what they said.
Yes, and of course, you if they dish it out, then okay. So here, let me get this straight, and let's get this out of the way. Those are not women.
Mm.
Those are not women. Those are a new species developed by MAGA
Oh
that
my
needs
God.
to be, that absolutely needs to be turned over to science and doctors to
Mm.
figure out what
Mm.
they are,
Mm.
because they have lost all reality. They are so disconnected,
Mm.
so disconnected. So no,
Yeah.
those aren't
See.
women. Those aren't
Tell
women.
them. Well,
No,
I still treat them like they are until we get more research done, right? But yeah, I didn't. They were upset because I came in there with the unwavering truth, all right, and I
absolutely.
didn't allow them to try to dissuade me from what it is I was trying to get in terms of my point. My point was, and I delivered, and it was so unforgiving the way that I delivered. They were offended. That's how that went
Yes.
down.
Well, let them be offended,
Mm.
because if they're going to dish it out, then they're going to take it.
Oh my God. Well,
So,
there's a lesson in all of this. And so, to everyone that was able to witness that nonsense, it's proof that what we've been saying about the MAGA cult is real.
yes,
They got to see it first.
absolutely.
They got to see it firsthand, right? And it was intolerable. I wouldn't recommend anyone subject themselves to it. But I'm Zeus, so I was able to see what was going on, and I had to recalibrate. And I said, okay, we're gonna let them expose who they really are. All right.
Exactly. And that is exactly, yeah, they're scum. Just,
Mm,
I can't even get the words. They're the scum under the scum of earth. It's just,
mm.
they're the scum beneath the scum.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? They're not going to stop the message, all right? And the message will continue
Absolutely not.
all the way throughout 2024. You ladies and gentlemen, you have my commitment. I will continue to bring the truth to MAGA every single day, just like this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to actually turn the temperature up even more.
Absolutely. Let's do it, Zeus.
Let's do
You're
it.
awesome. And I'll be here for it. I live for these moments.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The battle is not the same boots on the ground battle. This is a battle over misinformation, and we must confront it day in and day out to make sure we save our country. All right, it's really that serious.
Absolutely.
All
Well,
right,
you all have a great day, and thanks for letting me up. Happy New Year, everybody.
all right, all right, all right. You as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Southern Live. No lies detected. Oh my God! Oh my God! Well, listen, there's only a couple of more, and then I'm out of here. Okay, and I gotta give it up to my good friend Bamba, who's been rocking with me since day one. All right, Bamba, how are you doing this morning? How are you doing?
I'm angry.
You're
I'm
angry.
really angry. I'm coming in. Yeah, I'm coming in hot.
Okay, what
All
do you
right.
got?
I'm just like, where to start? Okay, so I spent Christmas Eve with somebody in Ukraine while the, pow pows were going over the head, and I got a little tipsy because
Right.
he had a beer, to
Yeah.
get through that, and he kept toasting everybody. Their beers are 2 liters.
Mm.
So I had a little glass of wine, and you do a couple toasts of that really fast. It's like,
Oh.
whoo.
Oh yeah.
So
Whoo.
yeah, yeah. But he passed out, so that was good. He fell asleep. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, what do you do? But the worst hit was Christmas Eve
Oh.
in Ukraine,
Oh, I think I
and
remember that. Right.
they did it again last night.
Oh my
Now,
God.
our news doesn't cover it. They
Hmm.
don't cover it. They're all into Palestine, and I'm going to tell you something about Palestine.
Mm.
Those Palestinian women, they aren't safe with Hamas because
Mm.
the people behind Hamas, they put women on. They make them do the crane dance. Everybody know what the crane dance is?
I've never heard
Well,
of the
there's
crane
words
dance.
I can't use on TikTok,
Mm.
right? What do you do? So I have pictures in my on my page of all the
Okay.
people who stand there and watch
Mm.
the executions and what's on their face. Thousands of them. Those are the people that are backing Hamas. So those
Mm.
women who are in Palestine, you think it's Joe Biden, or you think it's actually Netanyahu has to go? He should go to criminal court, but it's not the Jews. There is apartheid. We just found out about it, right? Most of us, we don't pay attention, and it'll stop because we know. All right? But for God's sakes, what the heck do Ukrainians have to do? They have taken out 20% of the Navy without having one of their own. They took out 6 MiGs last week without having fighter jets of their own. We promised them. We broke treaties with our natives. We broke promises to our blacks. If we're good, and we're breaking promises to our allies. You know, when are we going to stop being the country of breaking freaking promises? Do you know what they gave up? Not just their nukes, not just their rockets. They gave up tanks. They gave up ammo. They gave up all their weaponry. They were only allowed 400,000 soldiers after 94, after that Budapest Memorandum. And then they signed a pact, a peace pact with NATO and gave up even more. And we promised, we didn't promise to give them weapons. We promised to protect them. And they don't want our troops there. You know why?
Why?
Because you know what? If Americans go over there and the British, they have to keep it on the low. Because the Russians want to find an American to put out there to expose to everybody, to prove that they're fighting for us.
Right.
They are fighting. They're fighting for all freedom. And I don't get it. I don't get it one bit. They are being occupied. They are being colonized. They are being genocide. And I don't get it. I don't get why the heck it's okay with Republicans to have their crazy ass Speaker of the House on his knees praying and, you know, celebrating his holiday. Well, hundreds of thousands. Do you know how many people have died in Ukraine?
There's a lot.
On both sides.
There
on
you
both
go.
sides. Let's combine it.
There you go.
Over 600 freaking thousand.
Well, Bamba, this
you
is
know,
tough. This is a tough pill to swallow.
These senators and congressmen to do a job.
Yeah.
And you don't tie up the lives of other people because you're too freaking lazy to write a decent bill.
I agree.
You're gonna let Lindsey Graham and your MAGA party get away with not doing their work and hanging it on other people's lives? What kind of bloody bull crap is that? And you know what? They're not bears. They're crabs. You know why they're crabs? Because you know what? The Russian soldiers now are crabs. Right? They just move like North Korean soldiers. They're not crying. Now, you know, North Korean soldiers, they cry when they look at their leader. Right? But you know what? MAGA's acting like crabs.
They're are.
You know what? I got the hammer.
All right.
I got the nutcracker.
Now, Bamba, I gotta move it on, Bamba.
I'm mad.
I know, but Zeus got to get up out of here. Zeus got to get up out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Bamba coming in hot. Oh my God, listen. Oh my goodness. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got to get up out of here. Let's get it straight to the point, ladies and gentlemen. We only got a few more minutes. All right, good morning. Who do we have? Oh, John Wells. It looks like there's a bit of a delay on your end with the connection. Let's keep it going. All right. Good morning, April. How are we doing?
Good morning. I just got a few minutes. I missed, as my friend Nutty says, I'm 147 years old, so I go to bed early,
Okay, I understand.
So I missed it.
Yeah.
But I get the gist of what happened.
Yeah.
And it's all jealousy, Zeus.
It's jealousy?
Every bit of it is jealousy.
Wow.
Your character and how you hold yourself.
Yeah.
That's what drew me to you in the first place.
Oh, thank you, April.
You ooze that charisma, the character, the truth.
Amen.
Honesty. Good Lord, let's go.
Thank you, April.
But I just wanted to come up and say it's going to be a hard year for us. First day in it, I get threatened. Oh Lord, have mercy. It's been rough, and I can only imagine what you get.
Oh yeah,
you've been doing it a lot longer than me. But I just wanted to say, keep doing what you're doing. It's jealousy, man. I know you ain't gonna stop because we got work to do.
Amen.
All right. You have a great one. I'm not gonna take up your time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful April. And I appreciate those words of encouragement, April. I really do. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we've reached that point in the life where Zeus must depart and get to tending to the affairs in the kingdom. What a great show. We laughed together. We cried together. We did a lot together, but it's all about making America a better country, all right? So before I end, first of all, you all deserve a round of applause. All right? For engaging and keeping the conversation going. All right, I want to give another round of applause to my moderators, my subscribers, and my gifters. You all do an amazing and outstanding job. Another round of applause for the panelists, right? You get in the box every day and you tell the truth and shame the devil, minus the ones that get up here and spew hate, right? And for my haters, my critics, my detractors, the liars, the Russian bears, the hyenas, the crabs, whatever they go by, all right? Let's give them what they deserve. One last round of booze and shame, all right? Because you're all MAGA. All right. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, take care, stay safe. We are out of here. I'll be back tomorrow, same Zeus time, same Zeus channel, all right? And I hope you all are learning something about Zeus, especially those of you on the other side. Say my name 3 times and I will appear.
Most handsome in the kingdom.
Thank you. If I didn't get to you today, I'm so sorry. I really am.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus.
Hey,
this is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus.
I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus.
So be playing with my mood when I'm moving like Zeus.
Jesse, you're always here. I always know that. I can feel you. Lisa, I'm flyer than an eagle. Black Shade, Rio. If you live it like a hey, let's go. I can leave it up to you. Dark Cat, and look at that. You are all amazing. Let's go. Yeah, grab your goose. They are losing their mind. Dark Shade, wow. Swerving.
Hating on the God, being such a douche. I tried to be patient, but you had it like a fuse.
Hey, you're almost there. Send a message to gifters to come back, whatever that is. Let's go. We're about to hit the goal. I'm on the Zeus train. Tell him, Yazzie. Cold stand, you're here.
I like to act a fool.
Dark Stacy.
So be playing with my mood when I'm moving like Zeus.
We will never surrender. Linda, thank you. Live to be great. I see you, brother. And
you say you wanted facts.
I called you up here, and you must be hiding. Let's get it.
I gotta choose. If you
play around with love,
guaranteed to lose. I didn't make the game of rules.
Queen Flea, how's that black pickup truck doing? Andy, I see ya. Slick and Rick. Let's go. Purple Blue. Hey, Angel. We hit the goal.
Hating on the God's being such a douche.
And let's go. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in these TikTok streets.
You know I'm so handsome. That's why they call me.
That was a $57,000 truck. Wow. This Mossy. Tina. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like know it all. Marisol, yes. You all have a great rest of your morning. Hector, you too. Keep up the good work. Venus, let's go.
I just want to find.
Here he goes.
11,000.
Bronco, I'm still talking about Trump.
There's one more that we have.
I'm still talking about Trump, Bronco. What are you going to do? Except for sit your special behind down and listen to this special broadcast. Let's go, Reggie! Here we go.
He's deranged. Jackson. 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 Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. And he's a big Trump hater.
Hear that, Bronco?
He's a Trump
I'm a Trump hater.
And his wife is even more
deranged. I work for the Biden crime family. Oh my gosh.
Deranged Jack Smith. I do that? Because they also did something where they put documents all over the floor, so they took pictures.
Oh.
Everyone knows he's, and I wouldn't have said this.
You hear this,
3 weeks
Bronco?
ago. I wouldn't have
I
said
got all
that.
the sounds.
I was very kind to him, but now we can't be kind anymore because the gloves are off.
Right.
The jar has been opened.
Bronco.